Hello, Pisces. This is your 19 reading for the general population of Pisces, full Celtic cross. But I hope things are a little bit better now, or starting to feel a little better. I know a lot of you were going through a lot of hard times. And let's see if we can get something else in the future for you. So this is for Pisces and 19 Pisces. See what the beginning energy is, and I'm hoping for a good reading, and if not, we'll work through it. But I do think things will lighten up for Pisces real soon, at least in the emotional sense. You know, what's been weighing you down. The Chariot, things are finally moving forward. Hopefully this doesn't blur up too much. If it does, I'll wave a hand in front of it. But this is the Chariot, things moving forward and very quickly. It also, for a few of you, could be that you may be taking a car trip. Some of you may be purchasing a new vehicle. Yep, that's associated with this, all right. Let's see what else we got going on. Death in reverse. Now, for some of you, something could be trying to resurrect in your life that should end, that should stay ended. It could be difficulty letting go. But we already established that that was a situation, a subject at hand before. And as Chiron, like I said, moves on, these old things that you have let go will let go. Okay? What's crossing it? Obsessions, attachments, whatever was attached with this. And we already know this. This was in the past readings. Your goal is the King of Swords. Now, you could be trying to take on this energy yourself by furthering your education with the King of Swords is very intelligent, oftentimes educated, more or less wise to the world and the things of the world. It also could be that you will be dealing with an air sign. And it could be just about any air sign because we're reading for the masses. But this is somebody who's in the upright. And like I said, is intelligent, has a lot of experience in life, gives good advice, sound advice. Like I said, wise to the world. Foundation, possible, passionate, new beginning. Nothing wrong with that. Someone handing you something that you desire, something that is fulfilling. It's a beginning of something. Interesting. In the past, you broke free. Probably from this situation. You broke free, found out things from the past, and decided to break free from it. You know, negatives that you were experiencing. It also could be for a few of you that you found out something in the past about somebody that caused an ending, that got to you. It did. It got to you. But this is, like I said, past energy. We'll just let that go. In the near future, you'll be dealing with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is like a fire-type sign energy, or it could be someone just acting this way. It's when things move very quickly, back and forth. Things will start picking up speed where they were kind of hardly moving at all for you. And like I said, some of you could be dealing with a fire sign, and they are in the upright. But this person, they have a message for you also. They're bringing you something. And it could have something to do with that passionate new beginning. Possible. You turn down them lights, we can barely see these cards. Near future, or I should say, this is the possible future outcome and advice that you're unable to make a decision on something. Outside environment, people say what's coming towards you. I say it's outside people around you. If someone's not happy with the situation with you, your hopes and fears, you're wanting your luck to change. And the outcome, things are still haven't been completed, though, in what you're doing. You're going to be doing something, and it's going to be ongoing, and you're going to start something new, a passionate new beginning, and it's going to continue on, possibly past March, because the world is in reverse. It's going to keep on going. So whatever you're starting in March, is, like I said, it's going to continue on. It's not going to end right away. I mean, it's not going to be completed, I should say. So you're dealing with stuff. In March, let's find out. Passionate new beginning. Got the Knight of Wands in the upright, the King of Swords in the upright. You're dealing with people. You're unable to make a decision in whatever is occurring, whatever is being offered to you. So that's why I said it's going to continue. But we're going to find out what all this is with clarifications. Now, you got the death in reverse and the devil crossing it. That's, like I said, endings and obsessions. And that's like the subject at hand. And it is possibly like this. You're thinking of the things you let go, things that you were chained to. And you're looking forward to these passionate new beginnings. So the devil in reverse, the death in reverse and the devil crossing it. Why are you there for Pisces? The moon in reverse. Things are being let out. Things are being let go. Things are being seen for what they are. You're still going to be finding out about certain things from people, and you're not going to care as much, possibly, because you already know this. You already know what's going on. This is trying to pop out and let it. There's the devil again. So some of you be dealing with the devil still, dealing with the works of the devil, and I'm saying as an obsessions type, not the literal devil, even though some believe this. I do not. It's just dealing with things that chained you before that you're trying to let go, and you are letting them go. With the moon in reverse and the seven of swords in reverse, you are breaking free from these things that were chaining you down, and literally chaining you down sometimes. Now, you got the King of Swords as the goal. Let's find out what he or she is about. King of Swords, why are you there for Pisces as the goal? King of Swords again. You're dealing with a possible air sign. Like I said, since I'm dealing with the masses here, I can't really associate it or assign it to one sign or one air sign. So I'm going to tell you it could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Or like I said, someone who is very intelligent. So this is your goal, or what crowns you. Is something that's definitely going to be there. And it could be actually an outcome too, if you know how to manifest. Someone's trying to call me. They're going to have to wait. So let me get another card for the King of Swords. Both two King of Swords in the upright. Why are you there for Pisces? That should be interesting. Let me decline that. People call me like crazy. But I need the phone going because someone's trying to call me that has to do with a doctor's appointment. Wow. 10 of Pentacles. That's wealth. That's final stability. What crowns you? What is your goal? With the King of Swords. Wealth. Wow. That could be that this King of Swords is going to help you financially big time. And is your goal to achieve this. Now the foundation, you got the Ace of Wands. It is in the upright. That is a passionate new beginning. And we've been looking for this. We've been looking for this passionate new beginning. Remember? So Ace of Wands. Why are you there for Pisces? Queen of Swords. That could be another air sign or maybe the same one, but this one's in reverse. I don't think it's the same one. Queen of Swords could be another air sign. But this one may be a little off. You feel like you don't know if you want to take it up with this person. You may feel like you just don't trust people anymore after what you've been through. But I do see what crowns you as the King of Swords. So what we got here is possibly a miscommunication, like you're not trusting it, or misfeelings. Does somebody offer you something? Then I get another card for the Ace of Wands in the upright and the Queen of Swords in reverse. But you could just be dealing, Knight of Rods. You may be dealing, I'm thinking you're going to set yourself up to something else. And you got people around you that may not be cordial about it. Your goals are heading towards something else in wealth. And when people see this, sometimes, I don't know if you notice this, but when you're starting to do well for yourself, you got people around you that don't like it, that don't want you to prosper. Have you noticed that? I think that has a lot to do with this. I see that there's a passionate new beginning, but everybody around you not being for this. Could be other air signs and fire signs in general. In the beginning, at the start of it, the foundation, they will not be happy at first. Let's find out they still won't be, but I need to go to the past again. Seven of Swords in reverse. Why are you there? for Pisces. That wants to come out. Page of Pentacles. Breaking free. Finding out stuff. Things coming out. And also maybe messages about money. Messages about finances. New messages. They are definitely coming towards, or were coming towards you in the past. But you may have gotten a message, or you will be soon. Because remember, this is for... It's a Page of Pentacles. It's a message. Something comes out about money. Maybe it's something you weren't expecting. Huh? Can I get another card for the Seven of Swords in reverse and the Page of Pentacles in the upright for Pisces? Knight of Swords. Yeah, someone's still not happy. That Knight of Swords. You may find out about something about somebody. That has to do with finances in the past. And that may cause you to break free and stop obsessing because things came out. You're finally seeing things for what they are. Now, in the near future, you'll be dealing with the Knight of Wands in the upright. Those could be energies itself going back and forth. You may be dealing with the fire sign. Let's find out what it is. Knight of Wands in the upright in the very near future for Pisces. Knight of Pentacles. Still about money. A lot of money situations going on here. Knight of Pentacles can be messages of money and things coming towards you that have to do with finances. Sometimes they're a little slow. Remember, I told you this wouldn't end in March. This situation, this new beginning you're taking, it's going to continue on, and you kind of want that. You don't want it to end in March. But something is moving forward. You got a couple of knights here. You have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, something passionate and something stable. Can I get another card for the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles for Pisces in the near future? Queen of Rods, but you're dealing with people that are still unhappy. Could be another fire sign. Aries or Leo, possibly. Could be a Sagittarius, but I also often see this with Leo or Aries when I give personal readings. But you're starting something new, and it's moving forward with passion, and it's stable. But you're dealing with people that aren't exactly, like I said, happy for you. If anything, maybe a little cross with you, So don't give up your dreams because people don't like it, Now, here we have the Two of Wands. This is someone unable to make a decision. Like I said, this could be your possible future outcome, what's attached to that, or the advice of the universe. It could be the universe telling you to take it slow before you make a final decision. Enjoy the moment, in other words. Don't, put all your eggs into one basket right now. But the Two of Wands in reverse, while you're there, I got to get these cards straight. Page of Rods. Yeah, because you'd be hearing about messages that are a little off. So don't make final decisions yet, even though you're doing this passionate new beginning. Like I said, you got people around you just not happy. Can I get another? And maybe that's why you're having trouble. You're not going to make a decision right away because you got people around you saying, "Are you really going to do that?" Yeah, I think Pisces is really going to do that. But the Two of Wands and the Page of Wands, rods, in reverse while you're there for Pisces. In other words, you don't have to deal with these messages. If it is, contracts. Do not make a final decision on a contract just yet in March anyway. Even though these things are a passionate new beginning, and I see them moving forward with stability, like I said, don't put all your eggs into one basket. Wait a little bit and make sure you're getting the best deal possible. Because the Hierophant is about contracts, stable contracts. But you're unable to make this decision, possibly, or the universe is telling you, you better check everything out before you sign the dotted line on anything. That way you're getting the best deal. It's not that things are terrible. It's just the best things do take time. And the universe is saying, weigh out all your options because better things come along later too. Now, outside environment, some people aren't happy. They're not feeling like they're getting their wishes with you. They're not feeling like they're getting their happiness with you. This is the Nine of Cups in reverse. It's outside people around you. Why are you there for Pisces? The Death in reverse, yeah. I don't know. They're not happy for you. They're thinking that it's going to be the end of you if you go forward with certain situations, or they're going to cut it off with you because they're unhappy with you. That could be it too. But it's just that, like I said, people just want to rain on your parade. This has to do with you going for your dreams, and people try to put a halt to it. I'm not happy with what you're doing, Pisces. Please do not do that. Cut that out of your life. Now let's see. The Nine of Cups, the Death in reverse. Why are you there? Yeah, they're thinking that you're not making a very good choice and that you should turn down all these offers. That's Seven of Cups in reverse. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is your hopes and fears, and I'm thinking you're hoping for this, that your luck will change with the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, why are you there for Pisces? The Chariot, you're afraid things won't move forward, but they're going to, because remember, the Chariot was in the beginning and the upright things moving forward. Well, in your fears, your hopes and fears, they're in reverse, so you're afraid that they're not going to move forward. Your Wheel of Fortune, you're hoping for better luck, your luck to change, and your fortune to change, but you're afraid it won't happen or won't happen quick enough. So Wheel of Fortune in the upright, the Chariot in reverse, while you're there for Pisces. Page of Swords, you're afraid of messages too. Afraid messages be cut off. These are only hopes and fears. Let's see what the outcome is. We got the World card in reverse. Things are not going to end this way, and it's just going to, like I said, continue on. This is not going to finish in March. The World in reverse while you're there. Letting it go, releasing heartbreak, possibly. Yeah, you're going to still be dealing with some people from the past, more than just, one person. It'll be like 2 to 3 people, possibly, if not even more, because we see a lot of the signs all in here. And I get another card for the World card and a Three of Swords, both in reverse. Yeah, someone's walking away. Someone's thinking about walking. I think you're walking away from heartache. You're walking away from things in the past. It shows you walking away from something, walking away from heartache. You're going towards something else. Like I said, it's not going to finish. It's not finishing in March. Whatever is going on. You got Judgment in reverse. This is unable to make a decision just yet in March. Like I said, it's collaborating with what I'm saying. So you are taking a new beginning. You're still dealing a little bit with that past issue, but you're starting to release the chain situation because things are starting to release with the Moon in reverse and the Seven of Swords in reverse. You're still going to be dealing with people that are not going to be happy for your situation. You move into different circumstances. Your goals are different. You're thinking of you, in other words. Things are moving forward with passion and stability. And like I said, people are going to try to talk you out of it. Outside environment saying they're not happy with the situation, you should cut it out, has something also possibly to do with the past, because they don't feel like any of these options are good for you. You're indecisive possibly because of this too, or you should wait to see if better offers come. But I think it's just a type of situation you are dealing with that cannot possibly be finished by ongoing projects. So even though there is a contract coming, you're unable to make a decision. You are going to walk away from past heartache, which you should, and it's logical that you should. But like I said, you're dealing with 2 different things: letting go emotions, letting go heartbreak, and going on to something brand new, even though you're not going to make a final decision on contracts, like I said. So if this resonates, I hope it does. You can leave it in the comments. I hope it does. And I will be reading for you again shortly, Pisces, and it was always a pleasure reading for you. Bye.